Everyone, and welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Scooby-Doo Show. So today we will be reacting to episode 15, The Ghost of the Bad Humor Man. Last episode, though, was called The Ghost That Sacked the Quarterback. And after about a few episodes that didn't break a 7, I finally found another 7 at sacking the quarterback. I just love the gags per minute and just the funny moments, the design of the villain, and just how everything worked together. Really reminded me of a Psych episode. And so I had a lot of fun with that. And so for this episode, we are going to do The Ghost of the Bad Humor Man, released on December 11th, 1976, episode number 15, and series episode 64. Like I said, I didn't mention it last episode, but we will be doing the end of statistics for the last episode of the season, which is going to be next Friday. So I'm not going to mention how many Scooby Snacks were eaten this episode or last episode. So I'll just kind of doing that for now just to make it more fun for myself. The premise: one rainy night, Shaggy drives the Mystery Machine and wrecks it. Of course he does. He bumped the Mystery Machine at the Happy Humor Ice Cream Factory. A trip inside to use the phone to get a tow truck turns into mystery, complete with 3 Technicolor Phantoms: chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. So another 3 fancy Phantoms. Awesome, okay. So that keeps it nice and fun. I love that. Let's get right into it. Should be a good episode. Yeah, so this episode pretty much had back-to-back 3 triple villains. And then, eyes and ears on the road, nice. That's good stuff. A black cat and he slid. Reminds me of my accident. The only accident I've ever had was when I slid in the rain. Of course, he dodged the cat. I just regularly hydroplaned. And then that's some property damage for Shaggy because tires are, at the current era, tires, I'm going to go off of modern era, they're about $800 for 2 tires. Even out his total to $1,500, so he's nice and even at $17,000. $2 million in debt, jeez. Alright, gotta write it down. Vanilla ice cream on hamburgers. We're gonna be doing a lot of hamburgers.
Are you sure this is an ice cream factory? Sure, why? My nose just sent a message to my brain that informed my stomach to tell my nose to say, I smell bacon.
That was an insane thing to say, Shaggy. Holy crap.
What's that? Beats me.
Oh, we have a security guard. Okay. Technicolor Phantoms, yeah.
Sounds like chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ice cream.
And that's when they get the names Chocolate, Vanilla, and Strawberry. And those villains are definitely from Night of Fright is No Delight.
If you do not depart these grounds.
That's funny. That's just the answering machine. You are doomed. Great stuff. I wouldn't want that on my voicemail. So that doesn't seem like a real person. Those seem like projectors. So I think we're only going to have 1 villain. I don't think there's going to be 3 this episode.
I'm Avery Queen. I own this factory.
Every Queen. Okay. And then he broke his foot as well.
Vanilla and strawberry. They're horrible.
Oh, that's interesting. He said workers all quit, so the security guard might not be a real security guard. Unless he's a separate, he's not technically a worker. Alright, right now it feels like the boss never does it in their own factory, besides those triple bosses in a couple episodes ago. So I think I'm the security guard. Scooby's just having fun by himself, just being the queen he is. That's amazing. That's just an insane. I felt like that was a fever dream. He caught us the fire on ice cream wrappers with two vanilla popsicles, set up the sprinkler system, and then that caused it to snow.
Something's fishy. An ice cream truck can't be that heavy.
They're causing it caused an earthquake. All that money probably in there. So they used it as a armored car heist, filled the money into it, and brought it into the ice cream to hide it. Yeah, that coat that Shaggy found is definitely the ghoul style, so he's gonna be, yep, there it goes. Nice, this is awesome. Shaggy's one of the first villains of the entire show. It'd be awesome if he started going over the plan. Oh, I wish it went on longer than that. That would have been such a fun dynamic. He shoved him to a vat of vanilla ice cream and then just throwing them around. Jeez, Shaggy. That's the first time they've really been affected by the weather as well. They're just full on shivering in the cold. Wow. That's insane. Mr. Queen's gone. Yep, of course. That usually happens to the boss. He's usually gone for like the last 5 minutes until the last 30. So now he can just walk fine. First safe place they've been all night, and then it's just a big milk vat farm area.
Sure, Scoop. But you see, milk is what they make ice cream from.
Something tells me we better have a second.
Okay, so they found white paint, so I'm pretty sure I'm right. Armored car heist, and they painted it. So basically the movie Ambulance. But then they actually stayed hidden and not just painted it a stupid color. It actually matches the color of the ice cream.
Oh no, they've locked us in.
The key was already in the door. Sorry, team.
And don't worry, Scoop. I'll just turn this car off now.
Oh my gosh, hang on. They unpiped like probably about 200 gallons worth of milk through the pipe that they came throwing down in like a slide. So the milk was going so strong at most likely 200 gallons per hour, just whoosh, all the way up back through the pipe that they went down. So about a 30-foot pipe or so, throwing out random numbers here, just flew themselves right out through the grate, right onto the villains, right as the gang was about to get defeated. Insane. That's so funny. Let's just have some fun with it. Let's just say 100 gallons worth of milk. So 1 gallon of milk is, I don't know, $4. So let's just give Shaggy a nice even 200 for him, and then Scooby 200, since that was a part of their same style of things. So brings his total to a nice amount, and then Scooby gets a nice amount as well, just for funsies. All right, let's finish it off.
And a zillion gallons of milk. Hi, gang. Anybody
Zillion gallons. I'm just gonna say 200. Well, that was easy, and then all the money comes flying out. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought they were gonna slam into him like full on, just kill him.
I'm dying to see who's under the costumes.
Where did they get handcuffs?
Mr. Queen with his phony broken legs.
Not this one.
Yeah, they're wearing prisoners.
Phantom has got to be Mr. Queen.
It has to be a security guard, right? Yeah,
Mr.
cool.
Grizzly.
Send me the shrink.
Looks like it was all
Wow.
a steak dinner.
What's going on here? Okay, mister, we've seen you.
Where'd
run
you
with
go,
those
man?
money crutches. Money. I knew I was right. I told you he was guilty.
Guilty? That's my own money. With those phantoms on the loose, I was afraid to leave it in my safe.
Really?
Sorry, Shag. It looks like those stakes are still on you. I mean, Sammy the Shrimp hijacked that missing Blink's armored car.
Then he and his
Yep,
pals
I called it. Hijacked the
car
missing
you're
car.
driving. A stolen armored car here.
That's right, Mr. Queen.
If it wasn't for those brats, they could have driven through every roadblock in the city.
And that ends this episode. So I definitely called it with the armored car heist play. Really reminds me of, you know, Fast and the Furious and all those different TV shows and stuff. All kinds of like that. Different paintings or other things like that. The money inside. 3 villains, of course. The security guard was pretty much an obvious choice. But the Queen one was so random. Like, he technically was bad, but in a different way where he was faking his foot. So why was he still at the factory? Just be at home. You don't have any workers. The factory's not running. Just go home, man. Why are you there to make things confusing? So that was just a bit strange there, but Shaggy went absolutely insane with the property damage with the milk. Overall, a pretty fun episode. I think I did enjoy this one a little bit less than yesterday's episode, but it was still really fun, actually. And just the kind of just sheer insanity of it. They did rehash some characters, though, which I didn't like. They were from the What a Night for a Fright, where that goal goes, so they just did that 3 times and they changed the color. But the overall dynamics of, like, Shaggy got to name him this time, like chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, which I thought was pretty fun for a villain. The security guard was an interesting villain. I really, really wish with Shaggy dressed up as a villain, since we haven't really had that at all, besides Scooby, like, wearing the costume, like, 1 or twice at the end of an episode. I feel like the dynamics with that would have been a lot of fun to talk about, but nothing really. Also, the vanilla ghoul wasn't really around very much, and a couple lockups here and there, but overall, kind of lackluster in some areas, but also being able to call it was pretty fun as well, which is why I'm probably going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I was going to lower it to a 5.5 out of 10, but I just feel like it had to kind of hit the right notes in the right places. I wish it was a little bit more. But I think that little bit more that it was, with the armored car play and the paint and the ice cream and another weird food item, just made it that kind of above that 5.5 that I was initially going to rate it whenever we were halfway through the episode. So I think that's going to end it for me there. Tomorrow, I'm going to it'll be the end of the first season, and then I'll go over our final stats for this first season. And then once season 2 rolls back around, the next day on that, then we will just add them onto the season on itself, because the actual season stats for each character basically based on that actual series itself. So I'm really excited to see how much more crazy they can go to as we make our way through the Scooby-Doo Show. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next week for the finale of Season 1. Have a great day.